because you are in a position of authority. How to say no because it has to be said no. Not because you have the power to say no. You are for that moment because everything is momentary. People who are standing here who get chance to speak first, it is momentary. Might be tomorrow Behraj will be here. Someday you will be here. One of you will be there. Definitely they will be. It's momentary. So if that realization is there, how to say no also becomes very judicious. You say no only where you have to say no. Whether it is me or it is you, even if you were in this seat, you would have said no. I hope I am getting across. So, people have talked about banking. Obviously, banking is at a cusp of big change. I will not go into details about, the policies, the priorities. Obviously, we take pride in the fact that we are public sector bankers. We are next to none. That is one thing that we should always put to our chest because we are best of the lot. Make anyone from the industry, whether it is a private bank, whether it is a foreign bank, whether it is the best of banks, our people are next to none. It's only about self-confidence. It's only about probably updating our trades every day. It's only about our commitment to our customers. It's only about commitment to our organization. It's only about commitment to our people. As Mr. Rautore was telling that, about the people who are below poverty line. In fact, yesterday I was talking to one of my colleagues who had just come some days back from Canada. We had a, old boys school union in Ernakulam. Because I am from Bengali kind of school. I was a part of Ramkrishna Mission. So উড়িয়া জানি না কিছু পড়ে শিখে না বাট বাংলা আমি লিখতে পারি বলতে পারি হাসতে পারি কাঁদতে পারি everything I can do. So what he was telling just yesterday, he was calling me and he was telling that when he was going back to Canada, he had a flight from Delhi because his brother is a joint secretary in Delhi, so one day he was there. So he was telling that when I was going to airport, the fellow who dropped him at airport, and he's a very nice person, very human being. I mean, that's the right word to express. Because agar hum human nahi hai, then we are nothing unless we have empathy for our people. Unless I can, feel your concern without your telling. बोलने पे तो वो कुत्ता भी समझ जाता है कुछ करने पे. बिना बोले हुए अगर आप जो बिना जुबान की भाषा समझते हैं, that is human being. That is the first trait of human being. So he was talking to the driver. And he could feel that probably he is in some distress. So he said, "Bhaiya, मेरे आपको कितना salary मिलता है?" He said, "Sir, I work in Delhi. My fixed salary is only 12,000. And 12,000 in Delhi probably is, as good as 2,000 in Berhampur." So obviously there are so many people who are below the poverty line who make toil to meet the day, who make struggle to have 2 meals. There are people who are not even able to have 2 meals. There are people who lose their family members because they don't have means to go about to a good hospital. There are people whose children are very smart. They are best. We see every year you see the result of UPSC or whatever state you have that service commission. 60% people are now coming from rural semi-urban areas because there has been a change and people who are meritorious, there is a way to get them into mainstream. And by the, probably by our good work in the last work, we are in a position where we can make change in the life of people. That is the biggest thing. There are people who are in a very, envious kind of position, but they cannot do much. They can harm the people, helping the people. Probably we as bankers, we have that kind of, position. We have that kind of, probably at this juncture, that we can make changes in the life of the people. So I am sure that when Mr. Rautore was talking about doing your duty, probably it becomes very important that how we can make changes in the life of the people who are around us. There are people who are not just seeking employment, they are employment generators, like your MSME, small factories, they are generating employment. Government cannot give job to everyone. It is never possible. a country which is going to become most populous country. We are going to overtake China, not in GDP but in our population. It's a hard fact, it's a real fact. So with that country, it is never possible. We have to have people who are in a position to create those kind of mini, factories, those kind of mini setup where a lot of people are employed. So I am sure that we are knowing about that. Bank obviously will be always trying to see that our people are best qualified in terms of training, because when I came here, first thing I talked to my deputy zonal head that you just give me a list of people who are first time branch managers and who don't have a credit training, because I want to ensure that वो हम मॉर्निंग में प्रेयर करते हैं, आप लोग भी करते होंगे, करते हैं ना, इतनी शक्ति हमें देना दाता, उसमें एक सेंटेंस है, भूल कर भी कोई भूलो ना. So it's not because by praying to God we will make ourselves probably in a position that we are not committing mistake. It is with the help of God, with our own endurance, perseverance, sacrifice, hard work, that we will ensure that even by mistake we are not committing mistake. So I am sure that every one of us is, obviously aware about their duties, about their rights. They are, I can only say that as a bank, we are, in a position which probably we are at the level of creating history in terms of customer centricity, in terms of digitization, in terms of best in class technology, in terms of best of mentoring, in terms of best of HR policies. I can only expect that all of us put our best foot forward and try to see that every day, day after day, our commitment for customer service, one thing if we are able to improve, I am not saying that it is inferior, it is, not good. What I am trying to say that every day we have to improve. If we are at X%, let us make it X plus 1 tomorrow. Let us try to make it X plus 1.2% day after tomorrow. Every day there will be some kind of incremental improvement, and I can assure you that the kind of faith, the kind of trust that the people have in banks like us, it is going to be multiplied manyfold only when we are going to commit ourselves with the best of customer service. Customer is the most important person to visit our premises. He is not the, impediment. He is the reason for our existence. I am not telling this. This was told by Mahatma Gandhi. So if we are able to do, probably there is going to be no looking back. It is going to be an upward trend every day, day after day. And I am sure that every one of us, and I should really thank Mr. Rautre for the way he has tried to inspire all of you. You are at a level where, if you can make this as habit of mind, I am sure that the entire world is yours. Thank you so much. Thank you so much once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you, AGM sir, for your philanthropic speech to the young mass of Union Bank, young comrades of Union Bank. So Bhattacharya, he knows Bengali, he knows Oriya, he knows Bengali, he can write Bengali, he can speak Bengali, he can read also. But Bengali, Assamese and Odia, three languages is having resemblance with each other. So it will take hardly 15 to 20 years to learn Odia. So thank you sir, thank you for your speech, philanthropic speech to us. Now I request none other than your General Secretary, Comrade B.S. Ganesan, to inaugurate for the inauguration of the function of this Congressional Conference. Mr. Ganesan.
Comrade President of the meeting, the General Secretary of All India Bank Officers Association, Orissa State Committee, and my colleague in the Central Secretariat and Joint Secretary of All India Bank Officers Association, Comrade Ajay Rautreji. We have been together in the trade union movement for more than 10-15 years in the AIBOA movement when we are meeting in so many meetings. Ajay Rautreji is highly aggressive, highly fighting in nature, inspiring personality. He has made a very big beginning for this Foundation Conference of Union Bank Officers Staff Association, Odisha. Our beloved, respected General Manager, Sri Sarvesh Ranjanji, he has agreed to come and grace this occasion and bless all of us all the way from Bhubaneswar. He has spared his valuable time. In fact, we are really grateful to him for his presence in this historical meeting. Our respected Deputy Zonal Head, Hemron Ji, and the Regional Head, Satyaban Behra Ji from Bhubaneswar, and Satyabrata Samal Ji, Regional Head, Berhampur. All advanced greetings to him. Seems to be a very young, energetic personality in Union Bank. Probably he would have born after my joining the bank, probably I guess. Then Comrade Ashok Das, the Treasurer of the AIBOA movement in Odisha State Committee. Comrade Santosh Kumar Das, ex-office bearer, Andhra Bank Officers Union. Comrade Lok Naik, and other leaders on the dais, off the dais, and my dear comrades. I am indeed very happy to be amidst all of you in this historic conference. Enough is told about the state of Odisha, enough is spelled about Bhubaneswar and about the Berhampur city. I only like to thank you all for inviting me to inaugurate this conference. In the process, even though my speech is very slow, during the course of my speech, I will be faster in communicating the things and you may have to grab it whatever I will say, whether it is in politics or banking or union bank or trade union, you may have to listen to me very rapt attention so that you can absorb things what is going to happen tomorrow. What is the future for all of us? Before that, I say namaste to all of you. Suprabhat, समस्तान को नमस्ते. मैं बहुत खुशी अनुभव करूँ जे आज हमारा फर्स्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस यूनियन बैंक ऑफिसर स्टाफ एसोसिएशन री इनॉग्रेटेड बाबे जोगो दिदरे पारू. I'm in English and Hindi. It's a country of unity in diversity. May it be language, maybe the culture, or maybe regions, caste, creed and color, we are all in unity in diversity. That is why we have converged together in the form of a trade union, All India Bank Officers Staff Association. Really, I am very happy to be here in the part of this inaugural conference. In fact, we had our conference in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana last month. And as told by Ajay Rautre, I have been continuously in the trade union movement for more than 35 years. More than the Secretary of All India Bank Officers Association, I was the signatory to the joint note, 8th joint note, which was signed on the 11th of November 2020. And in fact, Mr. Raj Kiran Rai ji is very dear to me in terms of, you can imagine, very dear to me in terms of, I always used to fight with him. That was my position. Because given the responsibility, I need to take care of the people, and hence I was to fight on very reasonable grounds wherever required for the sake of the officers community and for the sake of the bank. So the bank is so big, and one more important aspect to begin with, I congratulate the government of Odisha for having come out. You all have seen in the press, the government of Odisha, Honorable Chief Minister has announced that 50,000 contractual, 57,000 contractual employees are absorbed permanently in the state government. He went on to say from how the 2003 the government was running with outsourced people, and 2013 how these contractual people were engaged. And now the reverse situation has happened, and Chief Minister was telling that day in day out he was thinking about creating a jobs in the state government, and finally these 50,000, 57,000 employees of contract people were absorbed, and he said the entire contractual system is getting abolished as from that today itself in the state government, given a hope and opportunity for all the youngsters, for all the educated graduates to become employees of the state government. It is a very good move from the government of Odisha, because from the trade union point of view also we are resisting that these contractual people should not be engaged in such a places where the government plays an important role, not only in the government sector but also in the public sector banks where we deal in money. Public money is very important, and hence this contractual employment is to be stopped. It is very welcoming step when many states are still having the contractual employment. This Odisha government has come out. That is a very big thing for all of us. It is a motivational decision by the government of Odisha. On the other side, the Honorable Prime Minister of this country has inaugurated 75 digital banking units across the country today. In BC, 75 districts digital banking units have come. We are not opposed to technology. We have to compete in the international market. And hence the technology is inevitable. Change is good. Change is inevitable. Change is for the good. We have to accept the change. We have to accept the change, and then we have to move forward. So trade union is not that we are sticking on to the brick and mortar story. A trade union of All India Bank Officers Association as of today is trying to accept and assemble along with the technology changes, and trying to move ahead and try to take care of you and take care of the economy and the country also. In the process, digitalization is going on in a rampant manner. I would only like to look back. People have spoken about the public sector banks. Today you are all in the banking jobs. It is because of its public sector character. It is because Madam Indira Gandhi has nationalized banks in 1969 and in 1982. Today lakhs and lakhs of people are employed in the banking industry. It's not that my target is only to aim at the profitability of the banking industry, unlike private sector bank or in a private institution. We have a social economic commitment wherein we need to look into the poor people, those who are in the poverty line. It is for the bankers, financial institutions to take care of the poor people, to uplift them from the poverty line. Going back, we had, I can say, prior nationalization, if you go back, you may not be knowing, we had hardly 8,261 branches across the country, with a business mix of around 5,000 crores. The whole of the country, the banking industry had 5,000 crores of business mix. You are able to understand. You come back today, and what is the position? Justification for nationalization, how the banking sector has expanded nook and corner of the country, east, west, south and north to the interior rural branches. Now you have 1,30,000 branches across the country. Do you know what is the business mix? I can put you the other way. You are handling 285 lakh crores of public money. You officers and employees of the banking industry, public sector banks are protecting the public money to the extent of 285 lakh crores of money. That is why I say it is public sector bank. Out of which 165 lakh crores are public deposits, within which 121 lakh crores are advances. The point here is, where is 8,931 branches? Where is 5,000 business mix? Now it is 1,30,000 branches with a business mix of around 285 lakh crores. It is the bounden duty of every employee and officers across the country in the public sector bank to serve the people, to protect the interest of the customers at large, and to save the public money. That is why we say the public money is to be used for public and not for corporate loot. I will come back to those stories afterwards. So the main aim and agenda or the principle of bringing the banks under nationalization is to expand. Not only in terms of population, as FGM was telling, that we may surpass China, Even in terms of economy, in terms of financial stability, India has to come up because 60% of the population is belonging to Gen X. The Gen X people are going to decide the fate of the country. The technology will go up. That is what I am telling. How long the technology will go? Cyber crimes are coming. Artificial intelligence are coming. Now the government is trying to even operate the aviation without pilot by artificial intelligence. But human resources cannot be ignored at any point of time. It is not that the technology will bring about the total change, nor we should allow the technology to take away the human resources. In fact, the technology has been and is to be driven only by the human capital. You talk about the financial capital in a balance sheet, but more so the human capital is more important. That is why the existence of trade union is there in a country like India, where people across ought to be benefited. But all said and done, I will only try to appeal to you that I am only clarifying you that All India Bank Officers Association is an organization which is apolitical. We are not aligned to any political party. Whoever is at the helm of affairs in the central government, if it is against the interest of the common masses, if it is against the interest of the farmers and agriculturists, if it is going to affect the economy of the country, whomsoever is at the helm of affairs, it is for the trade union movement and for All India Bank Officers organization to agitate. That is why I am telling you, whether it is a Congress government or it is a BJP government, but if anything is against the interest, fact remains, the banking industry is in the crossroads. The political situation is very fluid. What will happen tomorrow, nobody knows. As Union Bank unionized, you are thinking that your salary you are receiving exactly at the last Friday of the month in a mobile. You are safe. At the age of 40, you may be out of the banking industry. That serious threat has come. That is why we are against privatization. You do not know Union Bank is not in the hit list, that's why you are comfortable. The distance is not too far off, your door also will be knocked down. There is a floating that our Indian Overseas Bank will be privatized. Central Bank will be privatized. I will tell you the latest information. It is not IUB or Central Bank of India which is going to be. The central government is looking at such banks where their equity is more, their value is more, so that they can take in money and pump into some other sector. And probably Bank of Baroda, Bank of India and Canara Bank, central government is having an eye on these three banks also. Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Madam is telling often that I have taken a permission from the approval from the cabinet that two banks will be privatized and one insurance company will be privatized. You know what is happening to the IDBI Bank? How the government has made the LIC to put the money into the IDBI Bank, and today they are trying to privatize the whole of the IDBI. But you look into the NPS of the IDBI Bank, major portion is governed or taken the share is by the corporates. We are only telling that the economy can grow only when the economy is spread across the country. Let it be mixed economy. Let the money reach to the last man of this country, then only the economy will reach. It is not that Ambani Adani will go and can rule the country. But situations are like that. People may not like me. It is very hard truth to digest. You have given the airports to somebody. You have given all the ports to Adani. And Telecom is being hijacked by the Reliance Group. And the BSNL which was brought, brick and brick constructed over a period of years, mercy killing is going on in the BSNL. You have never thought about the other public sector bank employees. You have never thought about the common man. You are self-centered about Union Bank and your job and your salary. Come out of this bracket and try to think about what is happening outside. In a larger perspective, you see, your brothers and sisters are going through. Already in BSNL, the way in which the people are treated and thousands of people are made to go on VRS. And when you float 5G, you have denied the opportunity or you have denied to give 5G to BSNL where you have lot of infrastructure in BSNL. Meaning the government is bent upon to bulldoze the entire public sector character of the banking industry. Today you are all on the job, Only because it is a public sector bank, only because it is a nationalist character. By becoming privatization, you can imagine, higher and higher policy will come. Social justice will not be there. Equality will not be there. The poor will not get the loans. The privatization will lead to chaotic situation where the concept of reservation also will go. If from the government, if they say the reservation has to go, there will be a blood war in the country. Indirectly, the government is trying to bring about a change by privatizing this bank. If the banks are privatized, the whole of the reservation concept will go. Industrial relations are getting triangulated in many banks. Do not know about what is happening in Bank of India, Bank of Baroda and Central Bank of India. People are sent out here and there, thrown out, and ultimately there is a destabilization in that particular bank. Industrial disputes are being challenged by the government. Labor laws are getting amended. One small example you all need to come around is the trade union forms an important part of the public sector banks, and with a specific evidence, All India Bank Officers Association plays a very crucial role in protecting the public sector character of the banks and also thinking all throughout the 365 days about your job and job security. We are very much concerned not about your salary or perquisites. Your salary and perquisites will improve. I will tell you what is happening for the next joint note. We have already prepared the joint note. We are going to submit it to the IB on 21st of this month. I will come to you later. But more than that, your job is more important. Not only your job is important, I want your brothers and sisters, your sons and daughters to come into the banking industry, to serve the people, to protect the common masses. That is why we are fighting. So, you all need to come around and ensure that the public sector character is protected. United Forum of Bank Unions, you all know 9 unions are there. 5 awards of unions and 4 officers unions are there. I can say 9 unions are, I can put it in a very crude way, you can call it as Navagrahas. Because they don't meet each other, or their philosophy or fundamentals may not match each other. All 9 unions are different in different directions. But the idea or the cause finally is the one and the same. And the United Forum of Bank Unions is seized of the matter, and anything which is going to be brought by the government will be fought to the nail, and you all have to demonstrate yourself to fight for protecting the nationalist character of public sector banks. That is very, very important. Otherwise, job itself is at stake. So you all need to come around the manner of any union, whatever be the union, trade union movement in the banking industry, come around. And if you feel like coming around All India Bank Officers Association, come around together. Let us try to bring glory to the banking industry in the coming days. I was only trying to tell about the privatization. People are thinking State Bank of India is so big, so beautiful. From the trade union we said, big is not beauty. Because the NPI is mounting in State Bank of India because the portfolio is more. The business mix is more, it is not visible. Already the HR is being outsourced. Some of the branches are being directly under the control of Reliance. All dangers are knocking at the door of SBI. When State Bank of India is going to have such a situation, Union Bank and Bank of India is nowhere in the picture, because in terms of size or in terms of business, we are nowhere near to State Bank of India. When State Bank of India is going to face such a difficult situation, you and I are not exception to this. That is why I am trying to say that be vigilant. We work along with the union to ensure that the public sector character is protected. Coming to LIC of India, you may not be knowing, LIC is such a big vast institution where crores and crores of public money, policyholders' money is there. The government put pressure on the LIC to invest money in IDBI. Now the government says that you withdraw the money, and they floated IPO. You know the offer rate was somewhere around 920 rupees. People were made to purchase. Banks were asked to open. Even though there was no transaction on that particular day, banks were asked to open. Today what is the position? The present value is not even 600 rupees. The government is paying with public money. That is why I am telling causes we need to fight. And NPS, when we say that this public money has to be used for public welfare and for the common masses, Mudra loan, all small agricultural loans, gold loans, all small loans, MSME loans, retail trade loans, all these housing loans, mortgage loans, education loan, it is for the bankers to provide. We are ready to provide. We never said that government schemes are not good. Government schemes are good. Mudra scheme is once a scheme, I will tell you, it is a wonderful scheme with 10 lakhs now revised to 20 lakhs where you don't need to see security, collateral security is not required. But as a prudent branch manager, Raudhare was retreating. As a prudent branch manager, you need to lend. Only for that you are sitting over there. But you follow the due diligence. You follow pre-inspection, post-inspection, staff verification, asset verification, monitoring of the accounts. The man will flourish. I remember in 1990 when I was working in a branch in Chennai, I was a head cashier in the branch. The particular account holder was having 10 lakhs of limit, CC limit. Do you know what is his working capital today? He is enjoying 20 crores of working capital. In the process of lending, the businessman has also learned and he has given employment to so many people and bank has also learned. That is why lending is a main important area where the bankers have to play, and you cannot say that, sir, this loan will not come. No. If you give 100 loans with all this application of mine, with due diligence, everything, I am confident hardly 1 or 2 will miss. Even if 1 or 2 is missing and slipping into NPA, you are not going to be booked in that because you have followed all the procedures and trade union will come and rescue you for all that. Recruitments have come down. Recruitments have come down. Clerical recruitments are getting closed. Sub-staff recruitment is nowhere in the banking industry. We are demanding for recruitment of clerks. It is not happening. That we are demanding that recruitment has to take place. In many of the public sector banks, officers are sitting in the counter. Sometimes officers are sitting in the cash. You are not being utilized properly for the purpose for which you are recruited. That is why we are also demanding for the recruitments. In the EFU meeting also we have discussed deliberately on those things. Business correspondents are coming. In many of the branches, business correspondents are there. Somewhere I have seen in Andhra, in Eluru region, there was a huge fraud committed by the business correspondent. There was no check by the branch manager. That is why I am appealing to all the officers, be vigilant in your activity, be very smart. You are a supervisory cadre means you have to know the in and out of the banking, what is happening inside your branch, and you have to be alert and be positive and try to bring glory to this bank. That is very, very important. But then, to bring research to the bank, to keep this public sector bank alive, to make Union Bank survive, it's a big competition, one-to-one competition, some competition is there. Who is going to win over? Who is going to win the race? That is the thing. That is why the management is also coming now. That business is very important. If you are not going to improve your business, your survival is not only your survival, the survival of the bank itself will be at stake. We do not know what the government will do. It is only just by a stroke of a pen, the government can rewrite the fate of the banking industry. Whether it is going to be helpful, we don't know what happened during demonetization. Government has done. They said all this black money will come, but neither the bank money has come. Now as on date, some statistics was telling more than what was prevailing in 2016. Now the black money amounts to more than that in 2022. People are not able to cut right. Only because the people, the money in the government, the helm of affairs, people who are the helm of affairs has not reached the local corner of the country. Down to the last person of the country is very important. Otherwise, it looks as if Ambani Adani will control the entire country. That should not be the case. And let me just try to tell about what is happening in the NPA movement. The non-performing assets of the bank, even though in terms of number, in terms of percentage, we say it is 7%, 8%, gross NPA is 7%, 8%, net NPA is only 2.53, something like that we are trying to say, not only Union Bank, every other bank is trying to, because we always run behind the numbers, in terms of statistics, in terms of percentage, we say my NPA, net NPA. What is actually the quality of asset inside? Whether really we are booking the net profit, whether we are postponing the NPA. What is the concept of mock run? Why mock run has come? I should also tell you why concurrent concept has come in the banking industry. Is it that the branch managers are inefficient? It is that the employees of the public sector banks are inefficient? No, everybody is highly qualified. The fact remains that the branch manager or the person who is looking after the advances do not have enough time to look into the portfolio, to look into the asset quality, look into the monitoring of the account, follow-up of the account, to keep it in performing asset over a period of 10 years, 15 years. But quick mortalities are taking place. Why quick mortalities are taking place? Because officers are not able to concentrate on core activity. You remember when you have studied CIB, you should have read accepting of deposits from the public for the purpose of lending is your banking. But today, instead of we do banking, the slogan has become we also do banking. I am very sorry to say, because it's a basic thing. If I have to do BE mechanical, I can only do BE mechanical. I can take a discipline on mechanical or electrical. But if you ask me to do mechanical, electrical, IT, civil engineering, all put together in one basket, if I have to read, I cannot specialize on all the subjects. But very hard truth to digest is that people are being asked to do insurance business. This we have been repeatedly telling, not only in the AIUA platform, we have escalated to the EUP level, and all the 4 officers unions have also written to the management, IBA management, stating that the third party products is taking away the time of the employees. The human resources are being totally taken away. In fact, from not today, in fact from 2015, if I remember, every year I was giving a statistics as soon as the balance sheet of the financial year was announced. I have written to Praveen Tiwari, Arun Tiwari, then Manoj Rajendran Rai. Every time I was writing what is the total income, within which what is the interest income, what is the non-interest income, within non-interest income how much of income you have generated from third party products, what is it the percentage which fetches when compared with non-interest income or when compared with total income. It is not even 0.00 or 0.05% of the total income your third party income is. But personally, not only personally, even the IUA at the level of officers union have also taken account that it is taking away the mandates of the officers in almost all the 365 days. We never say that we should not do insurance. When you do a housing loan, it has got to be protected with should lie. The liability has got to be covered. And it is for us to see that our customer is also protected by means of life insurance also. But insurance cannot be the subject matter for a banking man. That is why I told you mock run. Now the concept of mock run, what I am telling you to do now, frankly I am speaking. The mock run is just people are trying to just manage. अरे 5,000 रुपीस 5,000 की आज पैसा जमा करना है, अगर आज जमा नहीं करेगा तो सिर्फ हो जाएगा एमपीएफ, ठीक है कि 5,000 लेके आओ. लेकिन what is happening in the unit nobody knows. Unit is working or not. Some or other mock run we are able to manage, and we are seeing that the accounts are not getting saved for a particular man. It is nothing but we are postponing the NPS only. We are not going to the deep root of that particular account to see it. It's not a question of blaming the management or blaming the employees. It is for ourselves to introspect and to see that we are all towards lending quality assets. That is very, very important. I told about NPS. I am just coming about what is happening in the return of portfolio, and I am telling about NCLT. I don't know how many officers are involved in NCLT. What is happening in write-off books, writing of the amounts in the books. I don't know how far you are aware of that, what is happening. From 2017 to 2022, the public sector bank has written off 9,91,000 crores, of which Union Bank's share is around 90,000 crores. I know very well written off means the accounts are kept open. You need to recover even in a write-off account. If you are in ARB or if you are in Sam branch, you will be knowing. Even in write-off accounts you need to open. But what happens? Huge money is going, public money is going in the form of written off. When we go with the IBA and talk for a higher pay, Why you are giving 12%? You give us 15%. Why loading is only 2% in the basic pay? Why not 5% or 7%? The banker says, the IBA says, your gross profit is less, your net profit is less. But fact remains that the operating profit is 1,76,000 crores in 2021, but you ended up with a net loss because your provisions are 2 lakh crores. All your money which you have earned has gone to the provisions. That is why provision will get reversed over a period of time. To that extent, what you recover, the provision will get reversed, profit will get improvement. But all said and done in the balance sheet, your loss you are showing. That is only because of provisions. Bigger advances, we are not able to concentrate. NCLT. How many people are knowing about NCLT? Huge haircuts are happening. The farmers are not able to pay their debts because the crop failure. Rain is not there. Harvesting is not possible. 1 lakh, 2 lakh money he is not able to repay. The farmer commits suicide. We are giving education loan to the people, boys. Engineers are coming. There is no employment opportunity. We are just trying to corner the education loan borrowers. The students are committing suicide. We are not able to write off. Even though there is a provision about OSDL, OTS, other schemes are there. But a poor borrower is being trapped and being cornered by the bank officials. Whereas the person who has taken 500 crores, 1000 crores, goes out of the country or take a haircut. Haircut ranges from 5% to 95%. Just for an example, if I have to say Siva Industries, the haircut is around 95%. The bankers, consortium of bankers have settled the account of Siva Industries for only 5% of the outstanding, 95% is written off. Mind well, while you write off, you are directly hitting the P&L of the balance sheet. The entry goes. Younger generation do not know what is debit, what is credit. When the entry is made, where the account is debited, which account is debited, which account is credited. Many of you, because everybody is tech savvy, people are only operating the computer. So every rupee write-off is hitting the balance sheet in terms of profit and loss account. That is why I would like to say that we need to be very careful. That is why trade unions are going and fighting. We are telling this public money has to be used for public welfare. Why you are harassing the educational board? Either you are giving an employment opportunity, now you are generating. And how the future generation is going to suffer. That is the whole of the political system. The banking industry is also in a very typical situation. I am not giving you any negative feedback, but we all need to be very alert as far as bankers are concerned. Future is going to be very, very challenging. Let me come to the bipartite and then come to Union Bank and All India Union Bank. I will finish it. You all will be eagerly waiting about the bipartite settlement. What is going to happen? Last settlement, 8th joint note when we signed on 11th of November 2020, the loading took place at 2%. What is it that loading exactly means? The basic pay with certain percent of DA is matched. Thereafter, 2% of that amount is given. How the wage bill is decided? Do you have any idea? Somebody says, sir, 15%, 20%. 15% of what? 20% of what? The wage bill is decided by the government that as of a particular settlement, suppose we are going for 2000, this 1st November 2022 is the next settlement starting day. So for that the government will take a line that March 2022, what is the wage bill of the bankers? If the wage bill of the bankers is 60,000 crores or 70,000 crores, then they will start 2% of it we will give. Because inflation, cost, living, so many other factors are there. So they will say out of 60,000 you take 2%. That is why this is the way in which we used to do it. So the merger concept, what is the DA to be made? What is the loading to be done? How HRA can be improved? How CCA can be improved? From All India Bank Officers Association, we have submitted a Google form and hope you all have filled up, and we have already consolidated in our AIBA Central Committee meeting. And yesterday, when all the 4 offices union together met at Mumbai, and we have translated and we have compiled our demands, not in terms of monetary, in terms of structure, how the basic pay should be, how the DA should be made, how the HRA should be, how CCA should be, how learning allowance have come, why branch managers' allowance should not be brought. Last year itself we discussed very seriously that branch heads ought to be given an incentive. Because branch head is a post where very sensitive, he has to look into so many aspects, lot of risk is there. lot of discouragement is there. So in order to encourage them, motivate them, the unions are just putting a demand that why there should not be an allowance for the branches. Why there should not be an allowance for the people who are going to rural areas. Rural areas forms the major portion of an economy. Just go back and see how the farmers have agitated in Delhi for more than almost a year, and the government wants to take back, repeal the laws which we being elected in the parliament. So we need to go deep into that, and then accordingly we may have to do it. So 21st of this month, both Awash of Union as well as Officers Union are going to meet the IBA, and we are going to submit our charter of demand. And this time, with all your support and cooperation, definitely we are also hopeful of clinching the settlement as early as possible. Before going to the settlement, the recidiv issues which are to be attended, one of the main issues was 5-day banking. The last meeting held on 23rd September 2022 with IBA. The management IBA has agreed in principle to accept 5-day banking. Means second and fourth Saturdays are holidays. The remaining Saturdays are all to be declared as holidays because of digitalization, technology advancements. All transactions are being routed through ATMs, mobiles. So many apps have come. So the government is also accepting our this thing because it is an issue in the last settlement. Now having accepted, now there is two different versions are coming out because one section of the unions are telling that whatever is the case, 2 Saturdays means 13 hours have to be accommodated in the 24 working day of a month, which works out to 32 minutes per day, roughly 30 minutes per day. The question is, the government or the IBA is telling whatever is the additional half an hour which we are going to make from Monday to Friday, it should be beneficial to the customers. We also agree that because without customers we don't have any business. We agree. But there is a slight difference of opinion among the UPA constituents. Some of the constituents are saying that why this half an hour cannot be preponed in the morning instead of 10 to 5, why it should not be 9:30 to 5. Their suggestion goes like that. But as far as officers, 4 officers unions are concerned, you would have seen in the media that our submission to the IBA that let it be in the evening so that normally in the morning early hours the business people, the chamber of commerce, the retail shop, it never gets opened before 9:30 or the cash transactions are not happening in the shop, and hence if the half an hour is increased in the evening, that will be good for the customers. We have suggested that instead of 10 to 5, it can be 10 to 5:30, and we have also said the cash hours instead of 10 to 2 and 2:30 to 4, it should be brought to 3 o'clock. 1 hour cash transaction has to be reduced in order to look into the other areas by the officers, because more of concentration is required. It is not that customer comes, you do the transaction, you do the payment. This is not banking. After that customer service is over, you need to look into your asset portfolio. You need to look into your housing loan. You need to process your housing loan, mortgage loan, education loan. Your review of MSME, taking the documents from the customer and then sending it to Saral or what you call. So a lot of things are there. So we are trying to bring down the customer cash 1 hour lesser. Let us see, because the IBA is we are going to meet the IBA shortly, and some or other we may have to arrive at an understanding, and only a commitment of this thing from All India Bank Officers Association is that you all are going to have 5-day banking in a short notice. The government or IBA will be announcing, and that rules you will be getting in a short notice. Let me try to come to Union Bank of India and the trade unions which are operating. All India Union Bank Officers Staff Association is an affiliate of AIQOA, which has been working day and night. Not today, over a period of 20 years we have been fighting only for the common cause of the people. Right from 2012, if I have to say in 2 minutes, I will just cover what actually AIQOA means in Union Bank of India. The All India Union Bank Officers Staff Association in 2012, when the government of India said that your appraisal mark has to be 75% in each year, then only you will be eligible for promotion. मतलब जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की गाइडलाइंस आया था उस समय कि आपको प्रमोशन में एलिजिबिलिटी के लिए पिछले 3 साल में आपको हर साल में 75% होना चाहिए, अगर हर साल में आपको 70% नहीं है, अगर एक साल में आप 74 हो गया तो आप प्रमोशन में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर सकते हैं. We know very well promotion is not our right, but participation is our right. And hence this appraisal mark bringing it as each year of the preceding 3 years in retrospective. Even though the government has told like that, and many all bank boards have approved that Government of India guidelines, but many unions have gone to the court, but nobody was able to succeed. We went to the Madras High Court and we said that the appraisal mark cannot be brought retrospectively. If you want 75% in each year, put it prospectively. Otherwise, all officers will be affected. And because of our 2012 court case, now if you see your promotion policy 1 to 2 to 3, all your promotions, you are eligible if you have 60% in each of the preceding 3 years and 75% average of the last 3 years. Suppose you get 74 in 1 year and 80 in another year, you are going to be eligible for the promotion process. And hence, the Government of India guidelines was rewritten by the intervention of the Honorable High Court, and every management, every bank has changed the policy, and Union Bank also has brought this. And today, the APR communication is happening. Appraisal mark is getting communicated. Those who have joined in the early 2000 or 1980s and 70s or 90s, we were not knowing the appraisal mark. What is exactly happening? There was no transparency. 90 can become 80, 80 can become 90. आप इंटरव्यू के जाने समय आपको मालूम नहीं होगा कि आपका appraisal mark क्या है. Your mark can be changed. But now because of that 2012 court case, the bank has started communicating, not only Union Bank, every bank has started communicating the appraisal mark, and you have an open transparency over there. Your marks are being determined. You declare your mark self, and then your appraiser, and then reviewer will come, and then your marks will be shown to you in the desktop, and you have a provision to appeal over that mark. The review takes place, and your marks can be increased accordingly depending on performance. This is what All India Union Bank Officers Staff Association has done. You go back to 2011, officers have joined, direct recruited officers, Union Bank has recruited, and the appointment order was telling that you have to join on or before 4 July 2011. Some people joined on before 30th June, and a few hundreds of people have joined after 1st June 2011. At that point of time itself, we have raised the issue that it is going to affect when the promotion process comes. Exactly in the 2014 promotion process when it came, those who have joined on or before 30th June are eligible, and hence these people who have joined from 1st July to 4th July for no fault of them, they were denied. Again we were forced to go to the court, and for the legitimate right we fought, and finally we got a favorable direction released from the Honorable High Court, and all the 43 people who have applied, their promotions were in sealed cover, and the sealed cover was opened. And I can tell you, some of the officers directly from scale 1 without working as scale 2, they have also become scale 3. These are all the achievements of All India Bank Officers Association. I don't mind in asking 2 liters of petrol for the bank. ये 2 लीटर पेट्रोल से कोई मतलब नहीं है. Your life is not running on 2 liters of petrol or addition of 1 newspaper और चाय का 200-300 कर दिया. ये ट्रेड यूनियन की काम नहीं है. ट्रेड यूनियन की काम यही है कि आपको जॉब सिक्योरिटी, आपकी कंफर्ट लेवल. Today you are thinking, no, today now the management at various levels, even to transfer an officer, now they are struggling. Because we have taken continuously with the top management that all the 365 days, HR in all offices are doing transfer exercise all throughout 365 days for officers. We said you allow the people to stay at a particular place. Watch them, advise them, encourage them, motivate them, counsel them, all are employees, highly qualified. And those despicable model, our situation is entirely different. Now the boys are very vigilant, very smart. And the management who are at the helm of affairs need to patch, need to counsel, need to extract from them. And fighting, misunderstanding is finally will be leading to anarchy, and we will result in no bad situation. That is the kind of situation. So what happened in 2014 also we tried and got it. And so many other issues, RDOs and marketing officers are struggling in the banking industry because their promotion career was very bleak. Their career path was scale 4. Then we repeatedly represented to the GMHR, then Sri R. Mohanty ji, and finally he agreed to brought down the career path of RDOs and marketing officers from scale 4 to scale 2. And today, RDOs and marketing officers are able to come to the general stream the moment when they appear for the examination of 2 to 3. That is the situation which is happening now. We have brought it. People are asking about conversion. That is also one of the important matter which the bank is not able to address, because many of the specialized officers are completely at the back foot or completely demotivated. One technical officer called me the other day. He said, "Sir, मैं तो 2012 में ज्वाइन किया है टेक्निकल ऑफिसर के रूप में। आपको तो मालूम है मेरा क्वालिफिकेशन। अभी 2022 हो गया, मैं अभी स्केल 2 में हूँ। लेकिन मेरे साथ ये प्रोफेशनल ऑफिसर ज्वाइन किया, वो का चीफ मैनेजर है। ये क्या नियम है ऐसा? Is it equality? Because I am a specialist, you are trying to punish me? Specialization is nothing but he is, yes, maybe ordinary dosa, special dosa. So specialized means he is equipped, he is professionally qualified. Like a marketing officer or an RDO or a credit officer or a technical officer, they are professionally qualified, but their career path is completely blank. The other officer, credit officer called me and said, "Sir, I joined in 2011. I am still stagnated in scale 2 in 2022. Whereas I have seen with my own eyes a sub-staff who has become a clerk and officer, he is also scale 2, I am also scale 2. That is the situation. So career path of the specialist officer need to be attended. Let me come to the final stage, because I cannot list it out, time is running out because we have started late. Let me come to after the amalgamation. In fact, more than the privatization, even we have also resisted amalgamation also. We have retaliated, we have hesitated against amalgamation also. We said to the government, this amalgamation is not going to help anybody. Neither the bank employees or officers nor the other stakeholders, namely the customers. I know with my own eyes, I have seen, you would have seen, during the process of the integration of technology and integration, many of our customers have left because across the table, the ICICI, Axis Bank and HDFC Bank has sanctioned. If you have given 10 crores, they said, what is your collateral? Only 30%. For 30%, you come to the same collateral, you give me, I will give you 12 crores. In the process of amalgamation, the government of India has done. And people will ask why you are fighting. Why you go for a strike? You know very well that you are going to lose the battle. Why you are going for a strike? For the clarification of the members, I am trying to tell you. It is not that we are going to win in the path. But when you go to the war path, you don't know whether you will win or lose. But then it is a question of fight for the survival, for the economy, for the common masses. If it is wrong, we need to fight. We cannot think about the government is big. They are so powerful. They will do it. We cannot make a back foot on that. We need to fight. So whatever will be the results, we have been discussing. Why I am trying to show from 1993 onwards, this LPG concept is there. Liberalization, privatization, monopolization is there. From 1993 onwards till today we have come and we have saved the public sector only because of the resistance and agitation given by the elected form of bank unions. That is why we have come to this level. I was trying to tell about the promotion policy, what had happened after the merger in Andhra Bank and Corporation Bank in Union Bank of India. There was a structured promotion policy and transfer policy in Union Bank of India. And 2020-21 promoters could not be transferred on promotion because the COVID-19 pandemic was there at that point of time, and government also has advised the bankers not to put any transfer exercise. So 2020-21 promoters were not given posting and they were allowed to rest in that particular place. 21-22 combined process happened, and both the process put together around 7,000 promoters are given promotion in that exercise. And in the policy you say for transfer policy, what is called normal track and fast track. Normal track means you wait up to 5 years and you take your promotion. Fast track means you are eligible for after 3 years. That is a fast track, means you can go fast, because in one of the sector you can see if you join as an officer in 12 years you can become an agent. That is a clause which is incorporated if you go through the staff sector. So fast track is something like 3 years after you can become scale 2, 3, 4 like that. But normal track is something like you wait for 2 more years, 5 years and then you take your promotion. And the policy clearly spelled out that in normal track if you are getting promotion, you will be retained in the same zone. You got my point? You will be retained in the same zone. Circular, staff circular 7, not only the transfer policy 7414 circular also clearly tells that the normal track will be placed, retained in the same zone. Fast track, you give 3 choices of zones, any one of the choices we will give. But to our utter dismay and shocking, on that particular process, the entire 20 21, 22, even in normal track also people were sent out. Thousands of people from North. Prior to that promotion posting, Nirmala Sitaraman ji has told, even now she has told, that you need to see the language. Language is not a barrier, but you need to see somebody is sitting, Odisha fellow sitting in the down south of Chennai, and then that particular officer cannot demand the customer to talk in Oriya. It is not unity in diversity. Either you learn Tamil or the management to have a ease policy wherein the officers are put in the right place so that language should not affect the business. Their marketing should not be affected. Anurag Thakur ji in our 100th celebration also he said that अगर आप पुणे से एक लेडी को उठा के चेन्नई में डालेगा, उसको बच्चों को कौन देखेगा, उसका इन-लॉज को मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट कौन करेगा? थोड़ा सा आप लोगों को बोर्ड में आप लोग इसके बारे में सोचना है, सोच के पॉलिसी ऐसा डिवाइस करना है कि ऑफिसर्स. I believe management will also like it is a structure. Any institution is like a pyramid. Scale 1, 2, 3 are very, very important in the banking industry. These are all the people who are all engines of the trains. Unless these engines are ignited properly, given energy, given momentum, the engine will not take off. That is why scale 1, 2, 3 are important. So normal track people, what has happened? In spite of all, even our beloved MD sir, Rajkiran Rai in one of the CNBC interview also he said, no, अभी तो हमारा amalgamation हो गया. Andhra Bank and Corporation has got merged with Union Bank of India. Andhra Bank is having a lot of presence in the southern part. Corporation Bank also having a lot of presence. अभी तो north से south की transfer की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. We will keep everybody comfortable. लेकिन जब उन्होंने बोल के मेरे ख्याल से 1-2 महीने के अंदर जो 2021 की मई 2021 की पोस्टिंग हुआ, हजारों लोगों को पोस्टिंग ज्वाइन की. If you had followed the policy very clearly, we would have done. Then every time we were requesting, and I should tell you what AIU has done in Union Bank of India. It is not our intention to fight with anybody, but if there is a well-designed policy approved by the board of directors, it is for the bank to implement. Somebody was telling in the court also that the YSR will operate. The YSR 43, 47 it says that officers are liable to be transferred anywhere in India at any point of time. That YSR cannot administer the whole of the country in India for that matter any bank. So even in Rajya Sabha when there was a question, the parliament has answered the question where it said YSR is a general guidelines, like every bankers have got a board approved transfer policy and that policy has got to be implemented in letters. When that was not implemented and thousands of people are sent out from north to south, finally we were forced to go to the legal remedy and we knocked the door. So again the court of Chennai High Court and we could get a stay over the people who have been listed in the thing. And the case is still pending because the bank has not produced, the court has directed the bank to produce 6,000 in details, the bank is yet to produce the details. We are just running, even on 19th of October the case is getting listed, we will try. But in the process what I am trying to say, the clause over which we were fighting in the High Court that normal track people should be retained in the same zone, fast track people should be given any one of the three choices which they have offered. But now the policy itself is amended last year in June, May, April 2022, and now normal track also you need to apply for certain zones. Fast track 5 zones they have given, fast track 3 zones they have given 5 zones. Every clause is now amended. And there is a concept of deficit and surplus zone. Now if you all read the transfer policy which has come, it is very difficult to understand. Finally, the essence of the whole 25 pages transfer policy is that whether you are a normal track person or a fast track person, if you are promoted, your posting is not decided, we will decide where you will go. This is how the career progressing is going on. It's going to be a very confusing situation. You know the number of applications received this time is not comfortable. The bank has extended the last time of application applying for the promotion process from 10th to 12th. Even then people have not applied because people are afraid. Where I will go? You imagine a simple example. Chennai fellow on promotion in normal track or even fast track, they will be retained in Chennai zone. Or a fellow from Bhubaneswar zone or Lucknow zone or Varanasi zone, even in normal track he will be sent out of the zone. In spite of the fact that Lucknow fellow is standing 10th rank out of 1000 and Chennai fellow is 1000th rank. Where is the preferential posting? At this time also we are going to is going to be a clear conclusion, because people are not knowing how ladies, I don't know lady comrades how they are going to react. 2-year-old baby. That class also we are just analyzing. There cannot be such classes in the transfer policy. Is it that if I put it in a very different way, thinking out of box, is it that as a lady comrade, I have to decide my date of marriage based on my transfer policy? Is it that I have to decide my baby based on my transfer policy? Are you able to understand? A lady officer is taking promotion, 2 lady officers are taking promotion, one having a kid of 1.5 years old, other is having a kid of 2 years and 1 month. So one lady will be retained in Bhubaneswar zone, other lady will be sent to Calcutta zone. So is it good for the people? That is why it is all, I am leaving to you, we are just analyzing the whole of the transfer policy. We will be putting our suggestions to the management. So AIUI, All India Union Bank Officers Staff Association will be behind you in all your endeavors. We will protect your job. We will save your job. We will ensure that you are getting a comfortable salary, decent salary. This next settlement also I will ensure, because I am a party to the wage committee. I am also sitting. Last time also I was sitting in the VC when IBA was interacting with the union people. So this time also we will try to increase. We are well aware. What is the gazette which is released for the GIC yesterday? What is the basic pay we have seen? How the LIC has clicked? What is their basic pay? In fact, way back 12-15 years before, if you go back, bankers are better paid than LIC. Now, LIC is better paid than bankers, even though we are daily, day in, day out, we are with financial risk. Daily you are taking risk. So we are well aware of all the situations. Be rest assured not to bother about your salary, your perquisites, your job and job security. Rally around the trade union with which you are affiliated. Definitely. I am just coming back to Union Bank. All that I spoke will be reality only when Union Bank survives. Only when Union Bank performs. Keep in mind, it is not that somebody has to tell you, your regional manager has to call you and say, why you have not done a housing loan even after 2 months? What is it that you have done? No need for somebody to tell you, you are all highly matured people. You are all highly educated, intelligent people, tech savvy, you know how to run the computer. Why, what is the problem in lending? Madam has come very clearly, our MD madam has come, the thought, I really admire that particular chapter. Even though some other areas we disagree, the gold loan portfolio, Canara Bank, the gold loan portfolio is 1 lakh crores. Madam has come from Canara Bank. Okay. In Chennai meeting also she said, Canara Bank 1 lakh crores. Union Bank is not even 40,000 crores. Then she came down with some Chennai zone. He said Canara Bank in Tamil Nadu, they are having 40,000 crores. And based on the number of branches, Union Bank should have 20,000 crores. Why we have not crossed 10,000 crores? What is the problem in gold loan? Quality asset. No question of becoming NPA. Maybe 0.001% becoming NPA. You see your profit on your eyes. Why gold loan portfolio should not be increased? Why CASA should not be increased? Any officer who is walking inside the branch today morning, at the end of the day when he goes out, you don't work for others. You are not working for the regional manager or the zonal manager. You are working for your self-satisfaction, for salary. You are working for the common masses. You go at the end of the day. Today I was able to mobilize 10 SP accounts. You experience, if you are able to mobilize 100 SP accounts over a period of 1 month and see after 6 months, you will see sufficient amount will be there in SP. Why? How the pricing of products are happening? The pricing of products can be very attractive, competitive like that of State Bank of India only when you have the CASA at the level of 42 or 43. We are struggling in 36%. State Bank is having 42 or 43, that is why their loan products are cheap. Do concentrate on lending. Do concentrate on CASA company. Third party products, trade unions are taking it in their heads and we are fighting. That is a different story. But what best you can do for the bank is more important. How Union Bank is going to run along with Bank of India, along with Canara Bank, along with Bank of Baroda. how we are going to surpass Bank of Baroda and Canara Bank is more important for us. But in the process, don't behind our Rautri ji, a senior banker of this industry. Don't run behind the numbers. Targets are fixed. Sincerely try to reach the targets. If a marathon race is there, it is not that all the 1,000 people are going to get the prize. Some few hundreds of people may get a prize, the remaining will not get a prize. But it is not that you should reach the target, but you should try sincerely to reach the target. Ultimately, instead of 10 housing loan, if you are able to do 8 housing loan, that is more than good for the bank. And when you do well, the bank is going to progress. And for the unions also, we to bargain with the banking industry or the IPA people or the government. We say, bank is good. Bank is performing well. The health of the bank is so good. Why you want to privatize? That is why, last but not the least, I am only trying more than the unions, more than the political. Whatever situations are there, that will be taken care of by the Apex Trade Union movement. But all said and done, more than the AIBOA member or member of any union organization in Union Bank of India, you are first unionized and try to ensure that Union Bank performs in all spheres. Do well, do all the formalities. Somebody was asking, sir, NPO Horai, you do lending properly with all formalities, due diligence, pre-inspection, post-inspection, EM creation, registration with the register office, or if it is a limited company, go with the register of companies. Whatever formalities you have to do, you do it. CPA, credit process audit, implement. Compliance is very important. Bank is giving emphasis on compliance. It is very important. Compliance is an important area where you can control the entire monitoring exercise. Do well. Thereafter, if you are issued with a memo that these many accounts are NPA and you need to reply, trade union will come to you. So long as your actions are bona fide, not only trade union, on behalf of the management also I am assuring you, management will not keep you. Management is very sober. As far as Union Bank management I have seen last 35 years, the management is very sober, very approachable. They are very simple. Only thing is that whatever you do it in bona fide way. And whatever net results are coming, some accounts are getting slipped or some issues are coming, some procedure labs are coming. It is for the trade union leaders to protect you. Your job will be saved, your salary will be saved, and we will be behind you in all your endeavors. And hence, this conference is going to assume a greater importance. New leadership, institutional leadership has come over here to Orissa. Whatever support you have been given to Pradhan ji, it should be extended to our FGM sir also. That's why it's simple logic. Morning you go, evening when you go out, you should have a feeling that you have done something for the bank. ISB accounts, one current account, one car loan, one housing loan. It is not that daily you are going to do housing loan. 2-3 housing loans in a month by a branch. I think Union Bank will be surpassing Bank of Baroda. I will tell you. So try to be very sincere. Trade union is behind you, but try to at the end of the day give some results for the bank. Because ultimately, the bread and butter, the blood which is running inside is because of our mother bank, Union Bank of India. All glory to Union Bank of India. I should hear that this Orissa zone is second to none in the entire geography of Union Bank of India in the day to come under the leadership of Misaji. And from the trade union point of view, from AIBOA, tell your friends what is our achievement from All India Union Bank Officers Staff Association, how we fight for a common cause when there is a large-scale violation, discrimination and victimization to the officers community. Recently, you know, RDOs from Gorakhpur, Ghazipur, Rewa, Patna, so many areas RDOs are transferred and posted to down south of Visakhapatnam and Vijayawada. You know the role of RDOs, sitting and doing RDO work along with chatting with the farmers is next to impossible. Things are happening. People are taking reversal. All those things we will take care of. And from All India Union Bank Officers Association, I am really proud to be part of this organization. This today, the first conference of Union Bank Officers Staff Association has come very nicely. Even before the foundation conference, that is the first conference of this unit. This unit has brought out more than 200 officers into the banner of All India Bank Officers Association. Hats off to the dynamic leadership of Comrade Suraj and his team. They have done wonderfully well. Probably their performance in this bank also will be good. I expect them to perform well in the bank also and then contribute something for the cause of the trade union movement. With this, I wish all success and I declare the first conference of Union Bank Officers Staff Association Orissa declared inaugurated. Thank you all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Comrade Ganeshan. With the permission of the House, with the permission of the comrades, it is just now, it is 1:30 and it's the lunch time. Due to constraint of time, and we shifted to 2:30. All are agree? Yes, sir. Agree? Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. You have heard your leader 4 hours at a stretch. It is his quality. So during his speech, he covers everything, all the areas of the banking. कोई भी एरियाज को छोड़ा नहीं है, सब बताया आपको. और ये हॉल में 95% I think all are youngster, ladies and gents are concerned, all are youngster. If you have recently, presently to his speech, definitely I hope you will work in the field in same person and such person. Okay, thank you. Time constraint is there. Now I request our Deputy General Head Bhubaneswar Sri Shankar Hemram to place his views for few minutes. Sir, time is constrained.
Very good afternoon, respected President of this President, Sri Ajay Kumar Ahuja ji, respected Chief Guest, respected Chief Speaker and dignitaries on the dais, Central Leader Sri B.S. Manasam ji, General Secretary All India Union Bank Officers Staff Association, Secretary AIBUA, beloved GM Sri Sarvas Ranjan ji, RS Bhubaneswar Satyavan Bhera ji, beloved RH Satyabrata Samal ji, RS Barampur, and many senior comrades since the annual meeting. Comrades will be suitable to work for them, and senior officials all are present here. A very good afternoon to all of you. We have very senior, and as our Ganeshan ji told that during his leadership tenure, many of might have not seen the writings song. That means they are better for his leadership tenure. That is also true. So I will not take much of the time. I will just tell two things. Definitely, our leaders are very stubborn and very aggressive in their nature for the rights of all our officers. They are very much particular about the duties and responsibilities. That is rights. So we are already defined, already we have the role play of our duties and also rights. And here, our leader like G.S. Ganeshan ji already widely and with his personalities, he has told us, remembered us that prudency, one small word, prudency, that's supposed to, because of our high level of IQ. We have the furthermore EQ. With all, we are recruited, and board of selections, they have selected us in this astute organization. We have to deliver, discharge our duties with utmost care. And at the same time, our legitimate life and other things will be protected through our association. So, I thank our Union Bank of Staff Association, office bearers, comrades, present here. They have given me the privilege to address all of you. Now, we are all, आज like और एकदम सा told एक छोटा सा हिंदी का गाना हमने नहीं प्यार किया, मैं थोड़ा सा घुमा के कहूँगा, हमने नहीं बैंक का, तो we are all travelers in the path of banking. It is our career, it is bread and butter, so let us have focus on that. Or all other things well taken by our leaders. So I will be concluding with my one line. Let us have focus on our duties and responsibilities. The responsibilities rights. So with this, with all our prudence.
Satyavan Behera, regional head Bhubaneswar, to place his views with the 2 minutes.
Namaskar to all of you and welcome to the silky city of Odisha and most popular city in the city of Odisha. Good afternoon, sir, respected Ganesan ji, respected Rao sir, and respected our beloved FGM Service ji, respected Barampur and dear Governor General and Commissioner and all units. I will not take much more time. बस इतनी ही कहूँगा कि आज हमारी सामने जितने भी जो देख रहे हैं लीडर्स हैं, yesterday मैंने यूजीनियस को मिला था, उसमें मैं प्राउड फील कर रहा था कि आगे के भारत का भविष्य क्या होगा, और मेरे सामने मेरे साथ काम करते हुए ये जो लीडर्स हैं उसको हम जानते हैं। ज्यादा टाइम लेने की कोई मतलब नहीं कि बोलेंगे तो ज्यादा बोलेंगे, लेकिन हम ये कहेंगे कि पहले बैंकिंग टर्मिनोलॉजी एक ही बात है, स्पीड। आप स्पीड में जाइए बट एक्यूरेसी में देखिए। हर गाड़ी की जब कोई स्पीडोमीटर देखेंगे 3 कलर का होता है, येलो, ग्रीन और रेड। जब तक आप ग्रीन तक जाते हैं तो गाड़ी हिलता नहीं है, जब ग्रीन के बाद जाता है तो गाड़ी हिल जाता है। तो ये जो स्पीड है ना, 50 रेंज में जाइए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, एक्सपीरियंस में करिए। गणेश सिंह जी भी बोले कि हाउसिंग लोन और कासा अकाउंट खोलने के लिए सब कुछ जो बात कर रहे थे, ये रिपोर्ट मेरे पीछे पड़ते थे, कोई डाउट हो मेरा सीनियर बताते थे कि और शाम को बताते भाई ये इसे एंट्री करना, उसको इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन करना है। आई एम रियली प्राउड ऑफ कि आज के दिन में मेरे कोई भी मैनुअल एंट्री इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करने के लिए, चाहे डिपॉजिट साइड को एडवांस साइड होता है, कैन डू इट विदाउट मिस्टेक्स, चाहे बैलेंसिंग भी करने के लिए होता, क्योंकि मेरी सीनियर जो मेरे को गाइडलाइंस और जो टिप्स दिए थे, आज उसकी मेरे को हेल्पफुल होगी। तो मैं आप लोगों को जितने भी इन तरफ से भी ये बात करूंगा, जब आप लोग मीटिंग भी करते हैं, एक सेशन मेरे भाई लोगों के लिए ट्रेनिंग सेशन कराइए जो एफएक्यू है, जो फ्रीक्वेंट आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन होता है कि क्या क्या करना चाहिए, क्या क्या नहीं करना चाहिए। सबसे बड़ी बात है कि जब भी हम कोई पॉलिसी को पढ़िए, अंडरस्टूड करिए। सब लोग ऑलराउंडर बनिए, प्रोफेशनल होते साथ साथ ऑलराउंडर बनिए। 1983 वर्ल्ड कप इंडिया क्रिकेट जीतने का पीछे भारत का सबसे ज्यादा ऑलराउंडर थे, इसलिए इंडिया जीता था। तो मैं चाहता हूं कि मेरी जितने भी यूनिट से सब लोग ऑलराउंडर बनिए, चाहे एसेट साइड हो, लाइबिलिटी साइड हो, मार्केटिंग हो, चाहे रिलेशनशिप्स में हो। एक बार मैं सबको एक रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा, जब भी कोई कस्टमर आता है प्लीज स्माइल, एक नमस्कार नहीं कर पाए तो जय जगन्नाथ तो बोल दीजिए, उड़ीसा में जब रहते हैं तो मैं ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा। हम बिजनेस कर सकते हैं। हमारी थैंक्स टू सूरज को आप यूनियन लीडर के हिसाब से देखते हैं, मैं बोलूंगा सबसे अच्छे ब्रांच हेड है। लास्ट टाइम भुवनेश्वर जोन से एक जो है एमडी क्लब के लिए सिलेक्ट होकर जाके प्राइज लेकर आए, और ये बड़ा आपके पोटेंशियल आप लोग किए हैं, दिस ग्रेटनेस यू पीपल हैव। यहाँ पे बहुत कुछ है, सिल्की सिटी, यहाँ पे प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया है, यहाँ से प्राइम मिनिस्टर जीतने के लिए है, यहाँ की कल्चर इतनी स्ट्रांग है, और आप लोग इतना स्ट्रांग है, हमारा रीजन, हमारा बैंक इतने अच्छे, हम लोग प्राउड फील करना चाहिए। वी आर रिप्रेजेंट वन ऑफ द प्रीमियर इंस्टीट्यूशन बैंकिंग ऑफ इंडिया। हम इस बैंक से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं कि जहां पे हम टैग लाइन बोल सकते हैं यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया। बिलीव करेंगे कि नहीं, अभी जो मीटिंग में गए थे, मेरे एग्जीक्यूटिव सीनियर एग्जीक्यूटिव जब टैग लाइन लिखा था यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया का, स्टील का बोर्ड लगता था, तो कितना फील लगता था कि वो एक रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे कंट्री की, यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया की, कोई पढ़ के देख रहा है कि यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया के। तो मैं भी चाहता हूं कि आप लोग कहीं भी जाइए, पहले बात करें यूनियन बैंक ऑफ इंडिया फैमिली जो का हमको इंपॉर्टेंट बैठा देते हैं। ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा, थैंक यू लॉट। और यूनियन बैंक ऑफ ऑफिसर स्टाफ एसोसिएशन तरफ से एक पास्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस उनको ऑल दी बेस्ट बोलूंगा। आगे बढ़िए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सत्यवान जी, आपका टचिंग स्पीच के लिए, रियली हार्ट टचिंग स्पीच, हार्ट टचिंग। सो वो रिक्वेस्टेड किया मास को बी ऑलराउंडर, सो आपको सबको ऑलराउंडर बनना है। वेरी गुड टचिंग स्पीच। So now I request Satyabrata Samal, रीजनल हेड बरहमपुर। ये बरहमपुर में कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रहा है और रीजनल हेड का थोड़ा सा नहीं बोलना गलत हो जाएगा। So I request रीजनल हेड ऑफ बरहमपुर, Satyabrata Samal, and luckily or unluckily through discussion I came to know that he is from the same college where I am from. When I found out from the college, he was not born. Okay, carry on.
Most respected MCM sir, most respected Comrade Ganesan ji, most respected General Secretary Odisha State Committee Rao Prezi, my beloved regional head Bhubaneswar Bega sir, beloved Deputy General Head Hemram sir, all union heads of the dice, executives from my regional office and friends. Many things already discussed. My two things my submission is there. जब भी हम कभी ब्रांचेस विजिट करता हूँ, फर्स्ट ऑफ थिंग हम देखते हैं कि बहुत सारे स्टाफ जो है उन लोगों को सर्कुलर्स के बारे में नॉलेज नहीं है, क्योंकि जो भी चीज आप कर रहे हैं आपके बारे में आपका नॉलेज नहीं है तो वहाँ पे एक्सीडेंट होने का चांसेस रहता है। My first submission is 1 या 2 मिनट या 5-10 मिनट आप पर डे हिसाब से ई डॉक्स का जो सर्कुलर है, क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर यंग एंड यू ऑल आर टेक्नो सेवी, तो आप एक बार देख लीजिए कि सर्कुलर्स क्या कह रहा है, क्योंकि सर्कुलर्स में आप थॉरो नॉलेज रहेगा तो आपको कभी काम में दिक्कत नहीं होगा, कभी एक्सीडेंट्स नहीं होगा। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू गुड नॉलेज अबाउट द सर्कुलर। माना कि गोल्ड लोन करना है तो गोल्ड लोन को करने से पहले हमको क्या क्या करना है, कौन कौन सा डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करना है, कैसे कैसे साइन करना है और उसका कस्टडी कैसे मेंटेन करना है, क्योंकि आपको पता नहीं होगा तो उसी भी टाइम में आपको अप्लीकर भी किसी भी टाइम पे आपको ये कर सकता है। तो कुछ भी चीज करने से पहले, मुद्रा कर रहे हैं तो मुद्रा से करने से पहले ही आप लोग एक बार मुद्रा के बारे में जरूर जान लीजिए, मुद्रा कैसे करना है, क्या करना है। लोन कर रहे हैं तो उसको प्री इंस्पेक्शन से लेके उसको पोस्ट इंस्पेक्शन तक सब चीज आप थॉरली करिए। मेरा इतना कहना है, बहुत सारे लोग अभी क्रेडिट को डर रहे हैं, लेकिन क्रेडिट सबसे अच्छा चीज है, बैंक का पार्ट है और क्रेडिट को आप एंजॉय करेंगे, क्योंकि एक बार आप क्रेडिट जानते हैं तो बैंक में मुझे जितना मालूम है जो क्रेडिट का थॉरो नॉलेज होता है सर, उनका इंपॉर्टेंस बहुत बढ़ जाता है। तो मैं तो सबको कहूंगा कि आप लोग क्रेडिट में अपने नॉलेज बढ़ाएंगे, क्योंकि 2-3 दिन पहले हम देखते हैं कि कुछ भी स्टाफ को बोलते सर मुझे तो क्रेडिट नहीं पता है। मैं बोला भाई गोल्ड लोन तो कर सकते हैं और आप मुद्रा कर रहे हैं, हम तो आपको 25-30 करोड़ का बात तो नहीं कर रहे करने के लिए। 25-30 करोड़ के लिए हमारे पास स्पेशल नहीं वर्टिकल से, हमारे पास एमएफपी है, हमारे पास आरएफपी है, हमारे पास लार्ज कॉर्पोरेट है। हम कहेंगे नहीं 50 लाख तक ही आपको करना है, 50 लाख के ऊपर हमारा स्पेशलाइज्ड सेगमेंट है। तो वो सब चीज देखिए मैडम का भी फोकस से 18 ट्रिलियन तक हम लोग लास्ट क्वार्टर में पहुंचे थे, 19 ट्रिलियन तक हम लोगों को दिसंबर तक पहुंचना है। तो उसके लिए हम सबको मिलकर काम करना पड़ेगा। उसमें हम लोग सिर्फ रीजनल हेड नहीं कर सकता है, ना एफसीएम नहीं कर सकता है, ना ओनली ब्रांच हेड नहीं कर सकता है। ईच एंड एवरी स्टाफ शुड बी कंट्रीब्यूटेड। जैसे अभी आप लोगों के लिए एक कैंपेन भी हमारा मैनेजमेंट ने निकाला है कि सभी स्टाफ पार्टिसिपेट करे, एटलीस्ट 2 कासा अकाउंट और 2 रिटेल अकाउंट कंट्रीब्यूट करे। तो 2 कासा और 2 रिटेल करता है कंट्रीब्यूट कोई भी स्टाफ, तो देखेंगे आप बिजनेस कहां से कहां तक पहुंच जाएगा। और थर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग कस्टमर सर्विस। कस्टमर सर्विस और कस्टमर लाइजनिंग जिस ब्रांच का अच्छा रहेगा वहां आपका बिजनेस आएगा। तो माय सबमिशन टू ऑल ऑफ यू, कभी भी कस्टमर कुछ आता है कि कोई दिक्कत कुछ होता है, आप वहीं पे उसको रिजॉल्व कराइए, क्योंकि वो ऐसा ना हो कि नेक्स्ट टाइम वो आपके ब्रांच में ना आए। तो ये सब चीज आप देखिए, वी आर विथ यू एंड विथ योर सपोर्ट एंड फ्रॉम आवर सपोर्ट वी विल क्रॉस न्यू हाइट्स and I will take care all of you from Barampur. Thank you sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Comrade Satyavrata, for your last line. His last line was, I am at Berhampur, your comfort is in my hand. You support me, I will support you. Thank you, Sanjay. Now I am handing over the mic to Madam Samamitra.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of AIBO members, I thank Shri Sarvesh Ranjan that you have spared time and came all the way to attend the first conference of Union Bank Officer Staff Association in Berhampur. It was a moment of pride for us that you have joined us. I request Comrade Ajay Kumar Rautwe and Comrade D.S. Ganeshan to felicitate Sri Sarvesh Ranjan sir with a token of utter respect and love from AIBOA. Please give a big round of applause for them. Now I request Comrade Ashok Das, Treasurer AIBOA, to come and felicitate Shri Shankar Hembram sir, Deputy General Head, Bhubaneswar.
Nothing to add what I said. Only thing वीसा में आया हूँ, डॉक्टर साहब बोल रहे थे बंगला जानते हैं तो शायद 10-15 दिन में उड़िया सीख लूँगा। मैं जब एक डिपार्टमेंट में गया, डिपार्टमेंट नहीं RBI गया था, लंबित प्रधान साहब, तो उन्होंने अपना नाम बोला, फिर मेरा नाम बोला, सर्वेश रंजन। उसने वो विजिटिंग में लिख दिया SR जेना। I don't know what he heard, सर्वेश रंजन। वो शायद कम सुनता हो या उसने ठीक से सुना नहीं, उसके लिख दिया उसमें SR जेना। I still have that. और जब ये कार्ड देखा तो इसमें सर्वेश रंजन मिश्रा लिख दिया। You know, my relatives they write Mishra, but I stop at Sarvesh Ranjan because रंजन के बाद जो ऐड हो गया वो उड़िया हो गया। मानस रंजन विश्वास सर थे, जो भी आप देखिए, जो भी रंजन के बाद कुछ अगर बढ़ गया तो बिहार से उड़ीसा बॉर्डर क्रॉस हो गया। I am Ranjan only, Sarvesh Ranjan, but I don't mind this.
Now I request Comrade Santosh Das to felicitate Mr. Satyavan Behra, Regional Head, Bhubaneswar. Now I request Comrade Loknath Nayak to felicitate DRH RCB Dalai, Berhampur. Please give a big round of applause for DRH RCB Dalai. Now I request Comrade Rajiv sir to felicitate none other than our regional head, Berhampur region, Mr. Satyavrata Samal. a few words as a thank you speech. Please, sir. नहीं है सर, क्योंकि कॉन्स्टेंट ऑफ टाइम है, सभी जा रहे हैं.
ठीक है, नहीं. No, I will not say Misra. I will say Sarvesh Ranjan. So, Sarvesh Ranjan ji and his entire team of management from Union Bank of India, they are leaving us. They are leaving for some urgent work. So it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. Wherever management attend the trade union meeting, उनका काम ही रहता है. So ऐसा मजाक से बोलना मत. So I am staying at Bhubaneswar and my FGN, Sarvesh Ranjan is staying also at Bhubaneswar. I am holding the post of State General Secretary of AIB. So I am telling all of you, if any problem you have, you communicate to me. I will disturb you like anything. Okay? Okay, thank you sir. Thank you for your team. Any support you require from me, please call me. I will reach you within 10 to 15 minutes at your doorstep. Thank you sir. Thank you. Let us start a big clap for them. Meeting is not over. It will over by 2:30, and I will allow you all of you for lunch at 2:30. Not before that. Please be seated. Please be seated.
I request everyone to please be seated just a matter of a few moments. I request everyone to please be seated in their seats so that we can continue for the next session.
Now I request Ashok Kumar Das, State Treasurer of State Committee, please come to the dais. Comrade Loknath Naik and Comrade Santosh Kumar Das, please be, you are requested to come to the dais. Please. Sorry, on behalf of the Suraj team and the Union Bank team, youngsters Bureau, we could not arrange seat for you on the dais on the first occasion because the space paucity was there. Sorry. On behalf of them, I think you people will never mind. Now I will request Comrade Ashok Das, State Treasurer of AIB, to place few words before all of you.
definitely I will tell now from the trade union angle to you. And I will start from a little story. Story is like this. There was a wealthy man.
Please listen to his speech, please. Have presence. You have taken all the snacks, everything. So at 2:30 we will go for lunch. Please listen.
There was a wealthy man having only son, and he was too wealthy to feed his son through somebody. That means he made a bedroom for his son, automatic. Automatic means everything will come to his place and the bed will be there. Even the son, if he goes away with the vehicle will come to the bedroom and he will go. And he once told his son that, my dear son, I have automated you. Put on the switch. You will do this. Put on the switch. You will do that. Put on the switch. You do that. Just like that. That means fully automated. And the son asked his father, you made, but who will be the person who will put on the switch? The same switch. And who will put on that switch? Before putting on that switch, the person must learn which switch he has to put and how the switch is run. Otherwise, he may put in problems. Just like I will give you an example in a credit sanction. Credit sanction means when suppose you are coming to a very proposal of 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 50 lakhs from the business person, and you ask, I am going to a technical. Automation is here, and you ask the businessman for a balance sheet. From the balance sheet, you will drag out this sanction limit of the businessman. And when he gives you the balance sheet, what you do? You have the ready-made CMR database, and you are putting the data in the database and finding out what is his eligibility. Yes or no? When you are finding the eligibility, you put on everything on papers. And after putting everything on the papers, you go to sign for the sanction. Yes? But you don't know what type of things you have put in the CMR data. Whether the CMR data is given in the balance sheet, whether actually in the practical field it is there or not. Because this technical knowledge you don't know what are the correctness of those data in the practical field. That means by sitting on the table of the branch, if you are sanctioning these loans through your database, you are in a serious problem. Why I am telling those things? Because without knowing things in the bank, going for the monetary bills, it may prove fatal for you. And if you are doing things in knowing things, then you are escaped and there is the criminal or another guarantee. From the traditional angle, why I am telling these things? Everybody has discussed everything, and this aspect I am telling you, this is called preventive vigilance.
If we will go for the preventive vigilances, we will learn things. We can do more businesses in a more transparent manner. And number two, now जैसे ये मैनेजमेंट हमारे ऊपर हावी हो रहा है, जैसे बोले आजकल विजिलेंस एंगल से सब जगह सब बैंक में सीबीसी आ गया, विजिलेंस रीजनल लेवल में भी विजिलेंस आ गया, तो वो लोग अभी हो गए हैं आपके पास। इसको काटने के लिए we have to be vigilant। तो इसको करने के लिए we have to be under the umbrella of a trade union। ट्रेड यूनियन नहीं होगा तो आपको सपोर्ट नहीं मिलेगा, आप वो सपोर्ट खुद नहीं कर पाएंगे। बिकॉज आजकल आपके जमाने में ये जो लोग काम आएंगे, देख सभी लोग आएंगे, और ये आपके लिए हानिकारक है। Because on our days, when we are bankers, American person, and from the beginning, when we are doing business, we are doing everything manually.
Should you close the meeting or you stop the gossiping and side talking? Please maintain the decorum of a meeting. This is your meeting. This is not my meeting or not his meeting. Please.
हम लोग क्या करते थे? मैनुअली आपका एवरीथिंग लेजर से लेके बैलेंसिंग से लेके इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन लेके एवरीथिंग वी आर डूइंग मैनुअली, दैट वी आर नॉट डूइंग नाउ। And other than we are doing it, meticulously doing it. But nowadays, you people are depending on the technology and easily, transparently, correctly, you are doing it. We are making mistakes. Manually, we are making mistakes. But that mistakes have been overcome through the technology for you. But the lacking is here. Now, we are over-dependent on the technology. That's why to avoid this, you have to gain knowledge and be within a trade union umbrella. And in this junction, your management will never help you if any vigilance angle happens. Vigilance angle happens, come out. Therefore, I should request you all to be a leader also, simultaneously as being a all-rounder. And for making a trade union struggle, everyone must know what is a trade union, how it will be developed, how it will be emphasized, how we will make more membership. And if membership grows, then trade union grows, then you have more bargaining power. That's what I told you are signing bipartite. Bipartite bargaining will come when membership will be more. You will be astonished to know in most of the banks, non-members are growing more. If non-members will grow, then definitely at the apex level, the bargaining power of the trade unions will be lessened. Hence, I will request you all to mobilize membership in a geometrical progression, whatever a trade union it is, but you have to be in trade union, not to be a non-member. And lastly, I will tell, this is your first conference, and very good gathering is here. And thanks to Suresh and his company. They have arranged very beautifully. And I wish you all success. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Ashok Das. And he requested from us to be vigilant from vigilance angle. लेकिन कहाँ पर है ना अंग्रेजी में, do your duty that is best even to thy Lord Jesus, means निज काम निजे कर, आम निज काम में निजे करी चलिबा, भगवान को ऊपर भरोसा करिबा। तार मीनिंग होछ सेया, से काल पखाला आ नाही, से जुग नाही, जहा करिबो त देखि करी चिंता करी करिबो, आगु को देखिबो, पछु को देखिबो, साइड देखिबो, तापर जे दस्तखत करिबो। डोंट साइन एनी प्लान फॉर उधर क्या हो रहा है पता नहीं, कोई वाउचर कर दिया, मुझे अभी टेक्नोलॉजी का बारे में पता नहीं कि मुझे 6-7 साल हुआ नहीं काटूंगा, तो साइन करना भैया, डेट होगा थोड़ा सा साइन कर दो वाउचर, अब कर दिया डेट, 6 बज गया, डेट होगा, साइन कर दिया। साइन करने के बाद क्या लिखा पता नहीं, आप देखा नहीं, बी केयरफुल फ्रॉम द विजिलेंस साइकिल, नहीं तो नौकरी जाएगा। ओके, नाउ आई रिक्वेस्ट Comrade Santosh Kumar Das, ex-AGS of Andhra Bank Officer Union. Santosh ji, please.
President of the meeting, leaders of the DAS and the comrades. Bank আমাদের ইনফরমেশন করে ইউনিয়ন ব্যাংকের অফিসার্স অর্গানাইজেশন প্রথম কনফারেন্স को স্বাগত করছি এবং जो कॉमरेड्स महाराजी भी उपस्थित अछंती ताको भी धन्यवाद ए सम्मेलन को सफल करछि ଏବଂ जे नूतन नेतृत्व एटू बाहरी जे कि एआईबी यूनियन बैंक पे को दिग्दर्शन देव नेतृत्व नब এই পরিপ্রেক্ষিতে ମୁଁ ଆନ୍ଧ୍ର ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ ଏଜିଏସ୍ ଥିଲି ଏବଂ ତାକୁ ସମ୍ବଲପୁର ରିଜିୟନ ପାଇଁ ଆମେ କାମ କରୁଥିଲୁ। ଆମର ଗ୍ରାଜୁଏସନ ପରେ ଯେଉଁ ପରିସ୍ଥିତି ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହେଇଛି ଆମକୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ପ୍ରଣାଳୀରେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି, ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ ଆନ୍ଧ୍ର ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ହଉ କି ୟୁନିୟନ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ହଉ, ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ ଇଜ ଅଲୱେଜ ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମକୁ ମନେ ରଖିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ଯେ ଆମେ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ ଅଫିସର ଅଧିକାରୀ ହେଇ काम कला बेले कस्टमर सर्विस को आरंभ करी पब्लिक सेवा जोटे कि प्राइवेट जोटे पब्लिक सेक्टर को हम रिप्रेजेंट करछे तांको प्रति जो ध्यान देबा कथा हम देबा को हो तक संगे संगे यूनियन मेंबरशिप यूनियन में खाली प्रीमियम दे कि मेंबरशिप प्रीमियम बोली भाबया कथा न प्रत्येक यूनियन मीटिंग यूनियन डेवलपमेंट आपण जानिया भी हो एवं ऑफिसर सर्विस रेगुलेशन को आरंभ करी बैंक रो पॉलिसी आपण को सामना सब रखा भी हम जानिया को हो आदिका परिस्थिति रे ए सब उपादेय तथ्य निहाती आपण को पाखरे न रखले भविष्य पे खाली विजिलेंस नो सबु क्षेत्र में आपण माने असुविधा पड़वा संभावना रही। मु का गोटा भय देखा कहूनी किंतु एटा वास्तव तथ्य वर्तमान देखंतु मो एबिदे सुनिया में पाइले जे परफॉर्म सुनिया में पाउची बैंक यूनियन बैंक बोर्ड नॉन परफॉर्मेंस पाई अकाउंटेबिलिटी स्टडी करिया भी लगत। तो एटा भी गोटे गुरुतर कथा जे नॉन परफॉर्मेंस में को एंगल जो देखिए कौन करिवे एठी हमर ऑल इंडिया लीडर अछनी मु ताको भी से कथा पचारतेली एठी जे एटा फास्ट बोधे यूनियन बैंक रे हेल्पमेंट ऑफ टू जा भाउची अदर पुलिस बैंक के नॉन परफॉर्मेंस पाई अकाउंटेबिलिटी स्टडी आरंभ हेली आइटा प्रथम रु आरंभ हवा एटा गोटे दुआ प्राइवेटाइजेशन हला बड़ा हमको मते लागुची प्राइवेटाइजेशन को प्रति कथा वाले लागुची तो यार विरोध होना दरकार एवं आपण को ए यूनियन फोरम रे एकाठी होई समस्त ए सब जिनिस विचार करके आपण को आगु बढ़े पड़ो प्रतिवाद करे पड़ो तो अधिकार के संबंध में आपण को आह्वान करछि जे ये मेंबरशिप नियम को हम यूनियन को स्ट्रांग करने को बलशाली करूँ। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू कॉमरेड संतोष जी, बहुत अच्छा बात बोले। केवल यूनियन बैंक से नहीं, बहुत सारा बैंक ये शुरू कर चुका है दिस परफॉर्मेंस लिंक असेसमेंट एंड परफॉर्मेंस लिंक अकाउंट। इको बैंक में, बहुत सारे बैंक में definitely it is an indication towards privatization. So vehemently it is to be opposed, and we are opposing also. We are opposing also. Vehemently it should be opposed. Now I request Satyapad Samukesan, Ramachandra Behera Dalai, the Deputy Regional Head of Berhampur, sitting side by me. He is very important person before all of you. दो शब्द बोलिए।
Good afternoon. First of all, respected persons in the dais and before in front of me. First of all, what I am going to say. Bank is first. For the bank, we all are here. If the organization will be not there, the bargaining will be not there, if the profit will be not there, sharing will be not there. So all of us have to contribute something from each individual, so that collectively we can give bigger thing to the organization. Each and every person, they are fulfilling their duty. But our All India Secretary Sir has already told, due diligence part should be with you. When you are becoming an officer or employee in any organization, you just feel that this is my organization and I have to do. There is no question of fairness. Fairness comes only ignorance. If you have knowledge, definitely you can do perfect. And regular doing thing also is a perfection. So unless you think of doing, nothing will come. When management is employed to you, or you are interested to get employment in the organization, definitely there should be a need based both the sides. Manpower is required for the organization. Job and job security is required for you. So the organization only running on that way. So my friends, first of all, any job you don't know, you take help from your seniors. You go through the circulars. As so many my predecessor already told, advance is one thing, is really those who know the things will enjoy it. Once a officer is giving advance means regularly there will be a check-up every year. In case you are sitting in the deposit side and committed one mistake means nobody will come to your rescue because you will have to pay your pocket. But in our side, that is not impossible, because from processing to disbursing, there are so many procedures you are following, and after the procedure there will be thorough check-up, then you are disbursing the money. So many stages is divided by the bank, and if you follow, no question of fairness, and most importantly, beyond that is there, then the comrades sitting beside me, they are in your list. Today you are in that side, tomorrow you will be in the management seat. Management is not coming from heaven. It is chosen from the person among you only. Because of expertise, experience, management is being selected some person to hold the post. So today, what you are, tomorrow you will be in the management list in different position. It is my request. We all can take the organization into greater height. Otherwise, nothing will come. After nationalization, so many nationalized bank was there. Gradually, after merger or any problem, merger, it reduced so limited. Again, as the Ganesh Sahib is telling, future may be in difficult also. But when your health is okay, your survival is okay, your profit is okay, then bargaining of any welfare organization will be better in the future. So keeping that view, I at least request all of my colleagues be a part of the proud of this organization and make effort so that it will survive. The question of top accountable, why it is coming that any person is appointed at a branch manager, he has some delegation. Branch is expecting that his delegation power to be utilized. That's why he is posted as a manager. If any person is not utilizing their delegation power, for that only the accountability is coming, nothing else. It should not be. Because you have to do, otherwise they cannot run. And take help from different person. You just see, suppose for any advance, we have so many expert agencies, engineer, advocate, so many organizations there, then any your senior fellows, all are there. If you follow them, in my opinion, account never wrong. If it will go wrong, we are not accountable. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, the last speaker, or I can say the meeting will be ended by listening the last speaker, who is none other than the ex-secretary of Andhra Bank Officers Union, Comrade Loknath Naik.
To all our young comrades, and I'm sure to all running after Congress. Why? How would you get promotion? It will work for money. I'm sure it will work to get promotion from management. But one thing is remember, getting promotion is not only the criteria of working hard and doing mistakes. My personal request, don't go fast. Be calm and quiet. Check thoroughly, then you proceed. Nothing will happen. Second thing, my personal request to all my comrades, give a smile to a senior citizen. Whenever a senior citizen coming to your branch, give a smile. Ask him what happened, sir. Don't help him. Ask him what happened, sir. He will say something you listen and forget. But you ask him. That reputation will go in multiple ways. And your customer will come automatically. Your deposits will come automatically. You don't run for any deposit. Just do this. You will get it. Not think in the legal point of view, I am be a union member. Prefer who is your leader and how he is working. If you feel when I joined in AOP, that we are very few members, but I know that AOP leaders are very strong, very, very strong. If they start fighting, means they will clinch it. They will never go back. So, my personal advice, join in the AOP. Otherwise, join in a union and obey the union leaders' instruction whenever they are giving a call. Otherwise, joining in a union is useless. You will join with us. Ganesan Sahib will give a call. You will not obey. What is the meaning? You obey them. At that time, forget management. Because management you will work. Unless you obey his order, he cannot fight for you. For fighting, he requires you. These 5 fingers, if you close, he is the hand. You are all 5 fingers. If you close with him, he will fight and will get answer. 100% you will get the result. And I congratulate Mr. Rajiv, Soraj, and Jenna, and some other friends. Of course, I don't know by name only know them, by face only know them. I congratulate them. They have organized this AOP conference, first conference in Baranpur. I am thankful to him, and I have thanks to Ganesanji and Rautara also. They have come and they have visited us. Thank you all.
मैं आपको बताया था ये लास्ट स्पीकर है नहीं थोड़ा बहुत मैं भूल गया था सॉरी we are having 10 minutes in our hand before lunch break. I have declared here lunch will be at 2:30, only 10 minutes is there. So I request the retired All India AGS, he is very well here, kindly come to the dais to speak key words.
Respected leaders of the dais, Major Doraemon, friends, and friends of the dais. And outside, on behalf of Andhra Bank Retired Employees Association, I congratulate the members of ministers, members of Union Bank, officers, staff association for successfully conducting a conference. I am happy to congratulate you all because for the last several years we have forgotten any conferences or union activities in Bangalore. So, in limited membership, you have conducted this conference very systematically, very beautifully, and most enthusiastically. I congratulate Soras and his team for conducting this conference very successfully. There is a general opinion, there is an allegation against young officers that they have no interest in union or they don't participate in union activities. But I hope after this conference that opinion will change. Definitely under the leadership of Soras, these activities will improve and all youngsters will participate actively. And on behalf of our retired staff, I would also like to request the officers, of course our Dr. Naik sir told you give respect to the seniors. but I go a bit selfish. I request the young officers of Union Bank of India, if any retiree employee of our bank approaches, please give a special attention to them, because they have become old, they have also some health problems, and they are all your elder brothers. And from bank point of view also, their all lifetime savings are in the bank. So I feel they also deserve a special attention from the attendant staff members. This request I will come. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Now I request all the retired comrades present here, Lokesh ji and Dal ji, to guide the new comrades, those who are forming the union of this Union Bank. I request you to kindly guide and help Suraj and his team. Now I am handing over the mic Madam Samitra to go for the last agenda, if any. MD Sudhir, the General Secretary of AIB, I think so. Hello? Is he here? Twice. Sorry. I have forgotten to call you because हमारा twin emblem है. AIB and AIB, दोनों twin emblem का बिना हम कहाँ जा नहीं पाएंगे. So I am extremely sorry. Please carry on and allow me go to the union. Thank you.
Good afternoon, comrades. Respected President, Comrade President, Comrade General Secretary T. Ganeshan, over the dais, and all my senior leaders and my dear friends. Today, we are all here to celebrate the first conference of Union Bank Officers Staff Association. And as you all know, AOPA is the sister union of AIBA. AIBA has always stood along with AIBA. We all worked hand to hand. Let it be bipartite settlement, let it be any negotiation, we are always together. Our comrades, they always support AOPA officers. Wherever we work together, we march hand in hand, and I really thank Comrade Ganeshan sir, who had elaborately explained you all the legal issues and all the recent developments which have been taken in along with IBA. Very soon, we are all fortunate that we will get 5-day banking. Everybody needs 5-day banking? Yes. So all are eagerly waiting for 5-day banking, and very soon it will be done. And thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity to speak on this forum. Thank you. Special thanks to Comrade Suraj sir for inviting me, and very well arranged and very beautiful conference. Thank you.
I request everyone to take your lunch. After DS Ganeshan sir will form the union. Thank you.
प्लेटटा खाली बचिपट्లేదు बचिपट्ల